So, we are back to start our new campaign. Uh, with y'all being as high as levels you are, be prepared that you're gonna get your shit pushed in. Um, so I'm pretty much just gonna give you a fair warning for that right now. Um,
How's that any different for Nasir? He's always getting his face kicked in.
yeah, so, but yeah,
That's gonna come from both ends.
yeah,
Yeah, but now the
basically.
rest of us are gonna feel it.
Yeah, but so
Some of us.
like I explained to all of you during your downtime, there's going to be a meeting being taken place in Neverwinter, which I just realized I didn't add all the rest of the NPCs I was going to add to that table, but we're going to theory of the mind it because I really just don't give a shit. Especially with as many technical issues as I had earlier today. I really just don't care. So I'm going to activate the first map. I know it's going to say you do not have tokens on said map. I'm going to drop y'all onto it. This is the current base that y'all are operating out of with uh, Never Ember and the Never Watch and all of that are pretty much, whoops, open the wrong thing. And add this one. Okay, so you should now all have tokens on the map now. It's in your inventory, the thing that you're asking about. Person. So
I'm not playing as her though, so I don't have access to her inventory.
True story. I'll give you that.
Look at all of us there. Is it snow on the ground? Is it cold? Is it winter time?
It is winter time.
I love winter time.
It's in your inventory now.
Becca hates winter. Yay.
Yeah. But like I said earlier, I threw all of the shops just there so that way you have access to them, just for convenience sake. This is a mostly explorable building. I made it 3 levels high so far. I did not have time to get all of the levels because I was a little further behind than I thought I was, but them's the breaks. Unfortunately, I worked a lot of 48s this last like 2 weeks and wasn't off as much as I really wanted to be. I had to make the money. So you basically all are heading to this heap to have the meeting with Never Ember and all of the upper echelon people about the Drow threat, the Dragon Cult, and everything in between. To make your way towards said meeting, you'll need to head upstairs. There is a staircase down here at the bottom that you can walk up to. Down here where this my little cursor is. If y'all see where it's at, down here to the south. There you go. Find wherever Niska's going. She's heading the right way. Once you make your way around that corner, keep going left. And then you're going to enter like a large courtyard, and then you're going to go down some, and then you're going to hang a right. You'll see some double doors, and you just go through those double doors, then another set of double doors, and then you're where you're supposed to be. I'm going to move Lizer since he walked away for a second, so I'll do that to catch him up. Okay, why is this continuing to pop this up on my screen? Holy crap. Yikes. Okay.
Some familiar faces.
Yep, just a couple. Interesting. All right, so, and then I'm just gonna just drag Logan in here.
Hey.
Get you in there.
Teleportation.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's the meeting hall.
Yes.
Is this the Hall of Justice?
Equivalent, yes. Okay. So in this meeting, you have some familiar faces. You have Daggelt Neverember, his son Raynar, who is currently ruling Thunder Tree. You have Governor Nighthill, who was in Leylon, who was the town's master, or he was the governor there before, it basically got burned to the ground and ravaged by the Drow and the cultists, but primarily Drow. And then you have Darren Eldermath, who is the town's master in Phandalin. He showed back up, which he's appreciative of Boars of getting his land back. And then, so Eliza, just a quick refresher. Daggelt Neverember, leader of Neverwinter, Raynar Neverember, who's his son, who is the ruler of Thundertree, Governor Nighthill, governor of Leylon, Darren Eldermath, who's the leader of Phandalin, the elf guy up at the table that's the same table as you is one of the elven kings of some of the ones in the forest. There's also a dwarven king there. There's at least one familiar dwarf that people will recognize. That's at least two people should know.
Where?
It's Eldath, right? She's at the table with you. Oh my god,
Oh,
Eldath.
she is. Oh my gosh, she is.
Fucking...
Right there at the table.
Oh god.
Oh wow, I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah. So Eldath came in addition to her dwarven king to be, representatives for some of the dwarves, because Eldath, as at least one of you that's currently here, Boars, was with you when you were in the Underdark and at least witnessed some of the bad things that were happening down there. So this is just another point of reference, since the other point of reference is currently not here. But side note to that, to the other person who's currently not here, somebody's MVP that was quite useful during the last time y'all played eventually found someone important in the Underdark, as he sent him down there for 6 months roaming around.
Wonderful.
Yep. So Elizar's handy dandy little imp actually eventually ran into Nathray, and because they're at least within close contact, they can actually relay information to each other a lot more quickly and readily than, say, what they were doing with the sending stones.
Awesome.
But so the primary purpose of this meeting is to basically go over, what, share any knowledge and stuff with people that are unaware. So I believe the only person that has any knowledge besides Eldath is Boars of the threat that's going on in the Underdark, as well as Nathray, who is at least using the imp as a mediator. So, best of your recollection, what do you remember about the Underdark and some of the things that you saw there? Boars.
Oh, you're talking specifically to me?
Yeah.
Of the things that I saw and that you want to know about my experiences in the Underdark?
Mainly to deal with the Drow threat, and that as well as the threat of the Demon Lords.
Well, I personally witnessed the Demon Lord with my own two eyes. Probably the most frightening thing I've ever had the displeasure to ever witness. Involved dark magic and human sacrifice and bizarre ritual, and the entire time I was fighting for my life and the life of my patriots, and witnessed the summoning of the greatest beast of all, and I had no choice but to turn and flee. I have never felt so powerless in my life. As for the Drow, they're cruel, cunning, malicious, backstabbing, but I have often found that their bark can occasionally be a lot bigger than their bite.
Okay.
They will not hesitate to make you suffer in unimaginable ways. You can expect no mercy from a drow. Well,
Okay. Um, so I'll just do this for simplicity's sake. Um, we'll use Nath. You can basically, since you're technically Becca, but
Yeah.
your other character is at least using the imp as a mediator. I'll let you basically the way the conversation would truly go would be you would speak to the imp, and then Eliza would have to repeat whatever it is that you told him,
Mm-hmm.
but he might not know certain things, and they would be like playing 20 questions and trying to catch up on that. So you just speak as if you're basically you would have relayed this information to him.
Okay, I'm fine with that, but can you send me the journal entry because I haven't had the chance to get on
I
and read that.
it's in your inventory. It's literally listed journal in the loot section.
Okay, so you put it in Becca's inventory?
Yes, it is in Becca's
Oh,
inventory.
okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, I did as soon as you said you had the other character, so it's in there.
Journal. Okay. Where's hold X? Okay.
You can just double click and it'll open it up too, but if
Oh,
that's a little
okay.
easier.
That'll be much easier.
Yeah.
No, it does not. Okay. Does not do that on my end.
Right
All right,
click
I have
and
to
click
literally
edit.
hold key.
Right
Okay.
click, and it'll say edit item. Click edit item.
I'll just hold the X key because that works. Okay, so all right. So pretty much Nath has been running around and there is a second larger Drow city called Holof, and it's pretty much a rival city to Menzo Bronzen, and the matron mother of that city, where's the name? I have the name somewhere. House Goulion is starting to run around and collect ancient artifacts and sacrificial artifacts to complete some type of ritual. Nath believes that this ritual has to do with luring the Demogorgon to their location, but she doesn't know what means. Um, right now, the next item is called a moon shard. It looks normal, like a piece of pupus like rock, but it will let itself be known and glow if it wants to be found by particular people. The Drow are trying to do some type of sacrifice and a very major ritual. Let's see, it doesn't look like I know. And it doesn't look good. It's involving demon lords, and it just doesn't look good.
Solid.
Yeah.
Okay. So in addition to that, Eldath would really reveal the information that she remembers that she ran into. Besides just the Demogorgon that was summoned during the ritual, she also remembers running into uh, this gigantic ooze-like demon lord that was in an area with the Swerfnebli, as well as a fungus-like demon lord that was with the Manicoids, and you dropped your little boy stool off with them. If those that remember stool. Um, am I talking? Can people hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I just make sure I was like kind of, making sure I wasn't talking to myself. Okay, so she'll relay the information of like the two other demon lords that she saw herself. So at least three have been witnessed firsthand. The Demogorgon, a gigantic ooze-like one, and then a giant fungal one that had feminine-like features. So, in addition to the Drow threat that, 6 months ago was pretty prominent, especially once they aligned themselves with the Dragon Cultist, created a pretty formidable duo. Thanks to some of the efforts that y'all took part in, that kind of quelled that threat a little bit and kind of ruined the relationship between two parties after you kind of spread their forces thin on both sides. Nesca is in possession of at least one of the major artifacts that the Dragon Cult needs, and pretty much put that on lock. In addition to that, they had a former member of the Dragon Cult uh, basically come forth and try to provide additional info and basically explain that, if they don't have all of their masks, then they can't go forward with their ritual to be able to summon a gigantic entity known as Tiamat. And if they can't perform their ritual, then they're basically just going to do whatever they can to kind of lick their wounds and kind of replenish their army and try to recruit more zealots to their cause and, come back again with a stronger force next time. So that at least kind of puts them on the perpetual back burner for a time. In addition to that, Daggalt Neverember believes that the ongoing threat of the Drow and the Demon Lords in conjunction of one another is becoming too strong of a threat that can be ignored much longer. There's been multiple reports over the last couple months of strange incidences occurring on the surface that are above prominent areas that are known to be above the Underdark, that are having strange effects that shouldn't be happening, that they believe to be as a result of the demon lords, you know, gaining more of a foothold in this realm, and this seems to be causing just weird imbalances. So that's something that's going to have to really be addressed soon. They can't they can't allow such, forces of nature to be able to reach the surface and then basically just, cause, havoc and chaos. So their plan is to send in an initial team to go into the Underdark to basically maintain a foothold, and with the use of some of the mages that they have in Neverwinter to proposition a teleportation circle that will be located in Neverwinter to rally basically a large military force that can be sent in once this initial strike team goes into an area. They can lay down a teleportation circle that's linked to the one in Neverwinter, and then send in large troops of the army to deal with any major threat that they feel like will be, something that's too daunting for the team that gets sent in. He believes that just based on the previous actions and deeds and stuff that some of you have already performed, he believes that Nesca, Elizar, Nasir, and Bors, that you would be very good candidates to be able to go down for this uh, basically initial team that's going to go into the Underdark.
Okay.
But what's the timeline we're looking at here? How long do we anticipate to be down there? Uh, or is it just until the deed is done?
It's
But
kind of a
what point?
deed is done type situation, because it's kind of like, we can't give you like an active, like, all right, you're gonna have to have a 3-month tour in the Underdark, and then once you serve your time you can come out. I mean, it's kind
I'm
of
just I'm concerned it'll become a war of attrition of sorts.
At least we'll have our stuff this time.
True. Hmm. Well, if it means getting Nath back.
What's the expectation as far as us leaving? Like, are
so
we expected to leave like right now?
No, you're not actually heading there right this moment. They still have some things that they have to get situated. They're currently in the process of constructing this teleportation circle. The likely plan is once y'all are ready and you have everything that you think you're going to need to go down there, they're going to send you to Waterdeep and have you go in through the yawning portal and then make your way to the Underdark from there.
Waterdeep, you say? Interesting.
Water deep.
Whoa, Waterdeep. What fond memories we have.
Mm.
And then as far as, I guess, a rendezvous with Nath from Waterdeep to wherever she's at, how long would that take?
So, with Nathray at least being more caught up with the plan and at least having a almost the equivalent of like a telephone to be able to communicate with you, being able to meet up with you will be significantly easier than it would be if trying to use sending stones and trying to wait day by day to get tidbits of information. So meeting up with her will be significantly easier. So it could be a situation where say, hey, we're getting ready to in 2 weeks to head to Waterdeep so that we can go down the yawning portal and go into Undermountain and then make our way to the Underdark after there. And so you could have her starting to make her way there so that by the time you get down there, you could pretty much meet up with her almost instantly.
Okay, cool.
I love that plan. Love that plan.
It's like a good plan, honestly.
In addition to you going down to the Underdark, they want to have someone basically be a cartographer for the area. They, this is to them a widely unexplored area and territory. So,
Surveying mission.
what now?
Surveying mission.
Basically, yeah. So, they have actually hired someone to do that, and that is this person right here.
Mm-hmm.
Which she's able to introduce herself if she wants to.
Hello. I am the person that it will be surveying. Do you want me to give a where I'm from and stuff, or do you want me to just introduce my name?
You can do a mini kind of where you're from and stuff if you want.
Okay. I'm
You don't have
Mintra.
to.
I don't have to. Okay. Okay. I'm Mintra, and I'll be tagging along to map everything out.
And
What
very
does he look
professional.
Well, I'm this little guy right here. What do you mean? What do I look like? I'm a little gnome.
She's a small
Okay.
rock gnome.
Ah.
Yeah.
We have a gnome. I love it.
Gnomes are very professional. I like gnomes.
Are we also in charge of like her protection, or are we just walking, or she just happens to tag
That
along
is
with us?
also part of your task will be ensuring that she is maintained and safe.
Yes.
She's important for their, surveying mission. So part of your job will be keeping an eye on her and making sure she stays safe and stays on task.
Mm-hmm.
I'll guard the gnome.
Excellent.
It's like an easy enough job.
You say that now.
I say a lot of things, Eliza.
Fair point.
He did swear he'd never go to the Underdark, yet here he is.
And here we go.
Yeah, well,
Hey, friendship is more important than vows. Okay.
if Nathray's down there, I'll go and get her out.
Best friends.
Oh, if it
forever.
was
We're
my
not going to get her
boy.
out. We're going.
Yeah, we're going to get.
We're going
go
with
deep.
her.
Yeah.
Look,
We're going balls deep.
On
makes
the
sense
on
that-
the way going down there to kill the demon lords, you're gonna bring Nathray back to the surface. It makes
Correct.
sense.
This is the lie I need to tell myself.
Eventually.
To justify my actions.
Eventually, you'll leave it.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. There you see.
It's
One
that's a 5-year
day.
plan.
I already enjoy the gnome. The gnome understands my train of thought and thinking and the lies I tell myself.
If you have books, just don't let Boris touch any of your books, okay?
You have books. You're a cartographer. Do you have maps, pieces of parchment, wills?
You just give
anything
him
like
the boars.
Don't do it.
You
that?
just
I would
give him-
gladly hold all of them for you. I have
Can
very
hold 'em.
strong arms. I can carry many things, especially paper and leather bound things.
I think I'll keep those on me, but if I get tired, I'll let you know.
All right, you just let me know.
Or counterpoint, you just stay over there and concern yourself with the things that are trying to kill us.
Enough.
I'd like to get paid.
Any other taggers on that we were bringing?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. Well, on that note, then I'm gonna go get ready for things.
Correct.
Glance around the room and not know which way to go or what to
I'm-
do.
Not bringing the child with us, are we?
Yeah, she's useful. You're coming with me. Let's go.
Just wait.
What? I am going with you?
Has
You don't
Becca
want to?
become your? Has Becca become your
Well,
squire, Nesca?
Yeah.
I
It's my
guess.
personal artillery cannon.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Nope, that's the wrong way.
We're gonna go shopping.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Oh, I went to space.
What?
Well,
the
you
world
can
is flat.
fly
If
a
you
lot.
walk off of it, you die.
Apparently, it's also like one plane. Like, don't go up.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
Solely two-dimensional.
Go ahead.
you ascended.
No, like no shit.
You're no longer Elizar the Dragon Slayer. You're now Elizar the God.
I'm the astronaut.
I think astronaut's probably a big step down from God.
Yeah, but like, I would have died up there. All right, where are these people?
They are out on the main courtyard.
Eldath be coming with us?
No, she is not going with you.
Well,
Or-
I can't say I blame you, Eldith. I really can't.
Unfortunately, she
Forrest,
was
I
not
found
able to
Gudrun.
maintain.
Gudrun's outside?
Yes, he's here's near where the shops are. I see him.
Where?
Yeah, I
Did
think
we
it
pass
comes
Where
him?
all
up
the
there.
shops.
I feel like we passed it, or we just went the wrong way, or something.
It's alright. He'll teleport us.
I can't. Are you struggling?
Larson is still out of Necklace of Fireballs.
God, fuck.
Alright, you don't need that. That's 30 grand.
Been in a bidding war with someone that I don't even know. Can we
Oh,
be
no.
taken to the shops, por favor?
Yes, I'm adding something to somebody's thing real quick. I forgot to do it, so I'm doing it now.
No worries.
And once that's done,
Jessica, your
I
potions
will-
of speed are back in stock.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It looks like the trade hasn't been as affected.
Good.
Okay, I see what y'all did. So y'all are I see 3 of you are on
Yeah.
the one level. Okay, I saw what happened.
Oop.
I'm picking up what happened. Okay. Copy blap there.
Imagine we're gonna
and
need
blop.
food, like a lot of food.
There you go. Mintra can actually
You're-
cast create food and water.
Oh, we're good.
Cool. I
we're good.
can cast that as well, so we're good.
I see black.
Hmm.
Oh, I
He
haven't
hasn't
told
pulled
you.
us to the next map yet.
True story. I have
Hey.
not. Let's see.
So God, the spells I listed, I sent you for what I would be looking to add to my spell book.
Uh-huh.
Was I? Oh, there they are now.
Yep, that's
Okay.
what I was adding just a moment ago.
Okay. Yay! More spells
Ooh.
for me.
Ooh, dynamite sticks.
Dynamite sticks could be good.
I just bought
That'd
half.
probably be
of them.
pretty handy.
Mintra added some currency to you.
All right, which one of these ladies sells the potions? Oh, the one that says potions.
Yep.
The
Turns
obvious
out.
one.
And she has 10. I think I saw 10 potions of speed on her.
Someone's like, no, she doesn't.
Oh, the Rashal has a single necklace of fireball on her, Elizar.
For now. Haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, it's only 32,000.
Yeah, it's only 32,000.
Oh, no big deal.
I'm sure
Or
you
you can
got it.
murder them and take it.
Good.
Bullshit.
All right, what button do I press to buy these potions?
There
one that
is
looks
a
like a money
icon.
symbol.
Yep, there is a buy single item. Don't hit the stack of coins. Hit the single $sign.
$sign.
Yep,
Buy item.
strong. The joys of having a lot of money but not enough. Holy shit! Someone bought something expensive.
Let's see how much money I have left. I haven't even really checked that.
Nothing.
I've got a ton of money. I'm fine.
Yeah, because you went to Phandalin, you didn't make as much money as you could have, but you still had a decent amount of money on you. So
Doing okay.
yeah, you're doing fine.
Doing all right.
Okay. That's a spell book.
I don't know what potion of
Right.
heroism is, but I'm getting it.
It
It's bless.
yeah, it's bless with 10 temporary hit points on top of it.
Yep, gonna want that. Definitely want potion of water breathing because I have a control water spell where I can create whirlpools. I've been meaning to use at some point. I just want to throw Drow and let them drown in a whirlpool.
How many potions of speed are you buying, Nesca?
About 5. But I bought the ones that were for 400 gold rather than 750.
Okay. What is the difference between the 400 gold and the 750?
They were
Fine.
from different people.
And I didn't realize I didn't raise both prices.
Haha, got him.
General goods. It just says loop. I don't know what loop is. I hope it's like pudding, but I'm gonna buy a lot of it.
That's just his name.
Earthquake is an evocation spell. Druid,
I would
cleric,
like 5
sorcerer.
loops, please.
Use any of these good spells. Garbage. Unacceptable.
Ooh, Javelin of Lightning. Does Javelin of Lightning?
You can throw it and make it do lightning bolt, the 3rd level spell, 1 time a day.
I need the Javelin of Lightning.
Then get the javelin of lightning.
I now possess the Javelin of Lightning. Yes!
Now remember, when you throw it, it doesn't return to you like your hammer.
I'll go get it. Shoots lightning.
He's
The
like,
hammer doesn't shoot lightning.
I'm a knockoff Thor now.
Yeah, this is fantastic. I can throw my fucking hammer and then use fucking War Priest and throw the fucking Javelin of Lightning. Greatest day ever.
You can attach the javelin to your hammer.
Oh my
Throw
gosh,
both.
Elizar, you're so smart.
It's like a peacemaker. It's like tying a grenade to a fucking mortar shell.
I need rope. Who sells rope?
General goods.
I need a lot of
It
rope.
has
I'm
to
going to
be.
be doing this a lot, and I imagine between the divine magic and the lightning, it's going to fry the rope.
Oh fuck.
If only they had some imported spider silk rope up here.
This guy's got chalk. I can chalk up before my big lifts.
Hey, chalk is essential.
Get in on this chalk, Eliza.
It's fucking essential.
Fucking essential, bro. Piece of disruption. What is it disrupting?
It does extra damage to undead creatures.
had a-
Undead, and then something else.
I had a mace like that once.
Yeah, but yours was a holy light one. That one's a little bit different.
Yeah, it does also shine light as well. Yeah, if
Oh,
it's
shit.
if a target has
Stupid.
25 hit points or fewer and it's undead or a fiend, it just if it fails its wisdom save, it gets destroyed.
I already have goggles of night. That'd be awesome in the Underdark.
You can at least see like everyone else sees.
Have my fury and eye shine, pitch black style. Scrolls. Not allowed to touch these. Where's the gnome?
I might as well.
I mean,
Right.
what are we
Look at
looking at?
shopkeep. My gnome friend. I'm not allowed to handle parchment, so these scrolls, please hand them to the gnome. All right, gnome, what would you like?
I don't
Like a
know.
magic missile scroll?
Let's see. Oh gosh, load. My computer froze. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yep.
can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I think my internet went out for a sec. We can do a magic missile scroll.
Magic
sounds
missile
cool.
scroll.
They
I
never
want one
miss.
magic missile scroll because it never misses. All right. One, move that to her inventory.
You can if you
Pixie.
right
Okay.
click on an item, so you would have that scroll that you just did. If you bought
Okay.
it, you would right click it and you click send to player.
What I can do.
Can Olivia see in the dark?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Yep. 60 feet of dark vision.
Nath made a point to buy him some goggles.
My magic missile scroll. Revivify scroll.
It's near the just a little bit past your goat. It's in the consumable section.
Consumable section.
Yep. It'll have white lettering. I'll say scroll first level magic missile.
I don't even see my goat.
He's there, I promise.
There he is, Ivory Goat of Traveling.
And then 2 down from that's the scroll.
Ah ha ha ha! I found him.
Yeah, and you just right click, and then it'll say send to player.
Not working.
Yep, got it.
Nice. Let's see what else this guy has. A guidance scroll. I regret not taking the guidance cantrip. I need scrolls.
Yeah, you can trade out your spells every day, right?
I thought cantrips, you just know them.
No, you memorize a certain number of first level or higher spells. But you can change what spells you have memorized every day.
Does that count for cantrips?
No,
I'll find out.
No, the cantrips you always know all. The cantrips that you know are the cantrips that you know. You don't have to memorize those.
Guidance is a cantrip, though. One that I do not know, as far as I know. Clerics just get 3 cantrips. And take guidance. Fortunate.
You're
I kind of,
level. You're
kind of
level
needed.
11, right?
Yeah. I don't think any more cantrips. I could be wrong there. No expert.
At 11 level, you should know 5 cantrips.
Hey, how about that? Odd. I would like the guidance cantrip, please. And I don't know. What other
I'll look at
cantrips
some.
are there
I'll look
required?
at some other ones for you. Give me a second.
Dramaturgy, I think, is probably a good one that can be very useful.
All right, so you have guidance, or you'll have guidance here in just a moment, and then
Nice.
let me do. So, you got Word of Radiance, Told the Dead, Thaumaturgy. Do you have Spare the Dying?
I already have Spare the Dying.
Okay, you have Spare the Dying, Sacred Flame, and Light. Okay, I just needed to look, just double check what you had. Thaumaturgy, Resistance, Mending, and Holy Word.
Holy Word sounds cool. Idea what
With
it
you
does.
being 11, you basically you mutter a word of divine under your breath, being careful not to speak it any louder, for such celestial power is not for the tainted and unworthy. You make a ranged spell attack against the target. When a hit, they take 1d8 radiant damage. If it's undead, fiend, or fey, then its speed is reduced by 10 feet and cannot make reactions to the end of its next turn. So you would actually do 3d8.
Just sounds like Sacred Flame.
Yeah, it just has more effects to it.
I'll take Thaumaturgy.
Okay,
Flame is pretty much the same thing.
it's fine. All right, so we'll do that and guidance.
Come in handy a lot.
All right, so you have guidance and thaumaturgy now. So there you go.
Nice. Hey.
Okay, and then so I'm gonna have to do
Smoky.
flags ability.
Smoky selling.
Let's see.
It would be juicing up like The Witcher.
Okay, so when I'm looking, okay, let's see here. Maybe it's just because I'm too far away. Now let's try. Okay, so when I click on the guy who's selling the scrolls, I have an option for loot.
Let me look to see. I think I may have let me look to see. Oh yeah, he's wasn't in the merchant tab. There you go. No, he is. So Forrest technically stole a free scroll.
That's okay. Let's see here. We're gonna buy that because that's always handy.
I was gonna grab the earthquake one because I thought that would be funny when we were underground,
Cool.
but I can't use the earthquake spell.
Gaseous form would come in handy.
Yeah, I picked up the scroll of counterspell because having an extra counterspell is always handy. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll buy that one too. Hang on. Okay.
All right, I'm ready to party.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not quite ready. We're gonna buy one of those because Wall of Force is always nice as well. Okay. I think I'm pretty good. Hey Nesca, did you want the trade that I can give you the Ring of Resistance for that cloak if you want? Or acid resistance? Otherwise we can sell it and split the money apart across the group. If you would
Need the
prefer.
acid resistance. I have an item that gives me immunity to acid.
Right, but you got the other cloak now, so you were looking to see what could possibly be done with the cloak of protection? Or did you just sell or did you go ahead and just sell it?
No, I still have it.
I mean, if you don't want to make the trade, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I was just something I could give you this ring for that cloak as an exchange.
I think he's saying that you could go ahead and sell the ring afterwards.
Yeah. And then flare.
Quick question to the DM. When Nath or Elizar would have mentioned the moon shard, would he have been able to point us in a general direction to help with that, since that is a big concern that Nath has?
Yes. He would be able to at least ascertain the location based on like the journal of like where the location of the town would be at to be able to try to prevent that from happening.
Okay. I know Becca doesn't know this, but Nesca, did they take something from you?
Who?
The Drow?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. I know Becca doesn't know that, but I was like, I want to say
He
that.
took everything from me.
Everything.
Just like you're going to take everything from them, right?
So I'm literally planning to genocide the entire race.
Jeez,
All but
Louise.
one.
Sorry, not sorry.
One, maybe two, right?
Yeah, sure. Not the good ones, obviously, but
Okay.
all
Okay.
the
I'm
ones
like,
that live underground.
Genocide is not it's a pretty blanket term.
If I don't know their name, they die.
I was about to say, I thought you were fond of a little one that you're teaching to be the world's strongest paladin.
Yeah, but
Well, you
everybody
see,
that lives in the capital, dead.
he said, "Oh, the Drow he doesn't know the name of. He knows that Drow's name."
for now until I get hit on the head.
Well, we'll just make sure Nasir takes that hit instead of you. It doesn't matter if Nasir remembers her name or not, because
she's helped him a few times, right?
Hey, Sebastian will remind me of who the child's name is because he plays with her all the time.
Yeah.
So Nasir, you're having a little audio issue with your mic. It's very, I guess it's a little bit of feedback, I guess.
Okay, am I cutting out, or is it you guys are having trouble hearing
You're like
me?
cutting out, but in like a robot-y way.
Yeah,
You sound like DJ Diamond from Trolls.
Yeah, like almost like you have auto tune on.
yeah. Like we can hear you, but it's just
It's
whimsical.
literally DJ Diamond.
Yeah, it's whimsical.
Does that help at all?
That does sound a little clearer.
Yes.
That sounds clear.
I just turned on the output volume and see if that helped. Is that still pretty good?
Yeah, it's still like a tiny bit choppy, but I can completely understand you now.
Okay.
Before it was like very kind of like what Hannah was saying, like auto tune. But now it's like I can hear you totally fine. It's just the tiny bit choppy.
Okay.
Little
I'm
T-Pain,
trying-
no big deal.
Yeah, I'm just trying to play with different settings to see if that helps at all. So
Worst case scenario, we can understand you.
really, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you'll just kind of sound like a cool robot, I guess.
Interesting. Oh, that's okay. Fix that. Okay, what happened to my screen? Interesting. Huh. Do y'all see the map?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still on the courtyard map.
Yeah.
yeah.
In the courtyard.
Courtyard.
Alright, I'm gonna have to reload my game because for some reason mine like had a seizure and I was just seeing just the black gray screen, so I'm just like, huh. So resetting mine to see if I can at least see stuff now. It like reset itself and then I couldn't see anything. Let's see. Your hardware does not support WG rendering, which is required. I've had to do that to me once before. I'm trying to remember what I had to do to fix it. I really hope I don't have to close the game out if I. Definitely more technical difficulties I've had in a while. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna activate this map.
Seeding.
What'd you say?
Seeding.
You said proceeding?
We getting on with it?
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah. I'm gonna have to close the game. My thing is like literally just a completely blank screen. So give me just one moment. So
Okay.
if you want to, I guess, make it easier, just exit the game or just close the browser window, and then it'll transition a little easier. I'll wait till everybody closes out, and then I'll reset it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. But I am.
You're good.
All right.
We all logging back in then?
Yes,
I am.
I'm loading the
Yeah.
game. I'm loading the program back up now, and then I'm
Cool.
launching the world. I don't know what happened with that. All right, let's see. See if this does the trick. Okay, now we're cooking Frisco. All right, you can log in now.
Okay.
Hey, log in. Yay. Son of a bitch, work. Don't want to go back to the Underdark.
Don't worry, Boris. This here will protect you from the Underdark.
I have mixed feelings. At least I'm on the offensive this time. I guess that's a benefit.
True
There you
story.
go.
Okay, so you should see the map here for restrict. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm still loading at this point, so.
That's fine.
Same.
I think Becca's the only one that's in the world on so far. That's
Yep. The Sword Coast. Yay. So pretty.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a dot on the screen for about where you're at. So you're that keep that you're staying at is very close to Neverwinter, but it's not truly within like the Neverwinter border. But like it's not within like the city of Neverwinter. Let me change this to a darker color so that you can see my dot. Sorry, it's giving y'all issues logging in. I see you're all in the game, but you just not okay. There's Eliza just got on this page.
Yeah.
Loading over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it's everyone else's too.
I just see the infinite black though.
Yeah, it's you're not. Do you see the? You don't see the Sword Coast map.
I mean, it says Sword Coast on the top left, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the little loading bar. It says 98%, so hopefully soon.
Better or worse? Can you see now, Elizar?
Still just black screen.
Okay, I can just do this. I'll throw those tokens on the screen. That works too.
There it is.
Fuck. Keep doing that. And this here. And Niska.
There we go. Wow, I'm out in the water. Okay.
Yep. So that little dot right there, just to the left of just the southwest of Neverwinter, that's where the keep's at. It's right there.
Okay.
That tiny little dot. So the town that is next on the Drow's hit list is this town right here. It's this Rimbalka, which is this dot here. So it's on the other side of the Neverwinter Wood.
Brad, can I interrupt
Okay.
you for 1 sec?
Please go right ahead.
I got a pop-up saying my token doesn't have vision on this screen, and I don't know if that's important to tell you.
Yeah, let me
But
check
my-
your let me check your
Yeah,
thing real
because my
quick.
screen's black and it just gave me that pop-up and it went away.
Sure, give me 1 second. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to make sure you are connected to where you are. You are, and I'm going to copy your token. I'm going to delete it and reply it. How about now?
Okay, I see myself on a map.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what you should be seeing. So,
Okay.
cool. All right.
This is the main map of Faerun, the world we're playing in. Just
Okay.
you know.
Appreciate ya.
Yep, you're welcome. So the town that you were basically in is right here in Neverwinter. So that tiny little black dot is basically that keep that you're in is that tiny little black dot. That one right
Okay.
there. So, all right. So the Drow are on their way to attack a town of Rimbalka, which is that dot on the other side next to that green circle, or inside that green circle. Basically, that's the area that they're heading to. So if that's something that y'all would want to try to stop, we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Head
I
that way.
mean,
Yeah.
I know Nath would have been like, yes, let's do it, and Becca's gonna be like, Sure. Okay.
Yeah. So to further reiterate what Nathray had said through talking through the imp is that this stone is used to basically summon and almost partially control the Demogorgon. So not exactly an item you would want the Drow to have.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's
Word.
go get that.
Yeah, I felt like I should probably like reiterate the importance of this stone.
Yeah,
But-
Yeah, you
I'm
you
all
left
for
that part out.
Yeah.
What
But
I
hear me
got from
out.
the general entry is that it looks like a normal stone that can glow if it wants to be found, and it's an
If
artifact.
it wants to be found.
Yes, it looks like a normal stone.
Well, fuck.
But Joe, hear me out on this. What if we let them power up to 100%?
Mm.
Then it'll be a fair fight.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not about to make shit fair. I don't really give a shit if it's fair. If it's skewed in our favor, then fuck everybody else.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Like way the fuck away from my sense of living.
Fine.
You're talking to Elizar, not Darius.
No, yeah, Darius is all about that life. Elazar, Azos. How much coin we talking?
Yeah, I don't even think we're getting paid for this, bro.
you know,
Hey, when you guys get back, you let me know.
it's serious all about things being in our favor. So I suggest we take the stone from them so they can't power all the way up.
Like I said, when you guys get back, you let me know. Not getting paid. Bullshit.
So
Nobody brought it up.
I'm gonna activate the scene to the important area. So it'll take you about like a day to get over there. By the time you get over there, it'll be about dusk. So you're rocking. Which it didn't update my time. You son of a bitch. Let me fix my time. Let's see. Where be my hours? I don't want like hours. Thank you. Okay. Rocking. There. Bam. All right. Now we're cooking with Crisco. All right. So as you make it into this town, it's kind of a pretty small, quaint town. You hear basically the sound of like large bells being rung throughout the town. You notice that as you're walking through the town, it's almost borderline abandoned, and you do see the people like all heading towards this large church where the bells are ringing. And just the overall feel of the town feels almost kind of dark. Um, it almost has like kind of like an ominous kind of feel to it, and like everyone's like in a really big hurry to get over to this church.
I recognize what kind of church it is.
It's a church, and you do see a large emblem on the church, and it looks like to be the symbol of Lathander.
Ooh, I know Lathander.
But you're saying everybody's trying to get to the church.
Correct.
Yeah, these are good people. Let's move.
Yeah.
Sure, they're good people.
Yeah. So some of these guys kind of come in. There's like this really big burly dude that's standing in the doorway, kind of greeting people as they come in, kind of patting people on the back, and sending them in. Where is
Want to make friends with him.
you just want to give him the old the Armstrong handshake?
Give him the Armstrong handshake and show him my holy symbol. Lord is a friend to Lathander.
So he's just like, welcome, friend. Grab you a seat. We'll be starting
Wonderful.
soon. So he'll
I'm
welcome
honored
you
and
in.
humbled.
Yeah, he'll welcome you in and kind of tell you to kind of find you a spot somewhere.
Oh, this place is beautiful.
Yeah,
The
I
church
actually
like
made
us in
this one.
Phandalin. Going to the front row.
But you notice that all of the citizens and stuff, they all seem to be in pretty high spirits. They don't seem to be depressed or anything. You know, all of them look like they're kind of like in prayer. They're drawing a lot of focus to the large kind of burning altar in the back. That seems to be like a very prominent piece of whatever is going on in this area. Bring in the rest of these civilians that are outside. So after some time goes by, they close all the doors to the church, and so I turned it off on this one just because it was giving me some issues and stuff. But it's actually snowing, and it was snowing pretty good outside. I turned the snow off like how it was in the Great Hall, only just because it was giving me some performance issues, so I turned it off. This is a good size map, so I didn't want it to bog it down. But it's pretty cold outside. Definitely this area is a nice place of warmth and comfort compared to outside. And so there's this gentleman in the very front of the church. He appears to be the main clergyman here. That's guess going to be performing some sort of ceremony. He'll walk up and down the aisles. He'll kind of greet people, just kind of say a couple words, and kind of move on. But he seems pretty nice. But after a couple minutes and after everything, after the doors shut, then the priest will kind of quiet everyone down, and then he'll say this out to let's see. This is what he speaks to everybody.
Oh, okay. Paying attention to him now.
On a roll to see if I know what the moon shard is.
The thing we're here for.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing Nath was talking about.
Wonderful. I do know what that is.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Can I
yes.
roll like a perception to see if I can if the moon shard's even in the cathedral after he's made that speech?
Sure, you can.
Nope, I don't see nothing.
But so once the front of the cathedral's sealed off, Jorindor, the priest guy, he pulls a long wooden torch from a wall and uses it to light the large brazier on the plinth and set it alight. Basically, it has like a momentary glow that's like almost bright as daylight, and it pretty much gives everyone makes everyone feel kind of warm and comforted. The priest also chants a prayer, and all of the villagers start to join in. It sounds very.
Did not mean to roll anything.
You're
Disregard
good.
that.
You're good. They were pretty dice though.
That was a really good roll, though.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The high priest chants a prayer, and all the villagers start to join in. It sounds complex, and there's like a drone of like interweaving ideas that seem to be a little bit more from a shaman than it would be from a clergyman. And after a few minutes pass, the chant starts to fade, and silence kind of hangs in the air. Then Jarinder, he unclips a small wooden box from behind his armor. The box is finely carved and looks kind of old and worn.
Never mind.
Yep. So he slowly lifts the lid, and you see a dark gray stone slowly begin to shine like a crisp starlight. followed by like a pulsing blue-yellow like glow that envelops his face. There's children in the crowd that kind of like gasp and call out like the moon shard, and get like quickly hushed by the high priest. And he raises the small glowing rock carefully from the box, holding it high for all to see, and he begins to call out words in like a mystic language. With each powerful word, the shard begins to glow brighter, and like the air starts kind of humming with energy. The crowd of villagers part as Jarinder walks the aisle, continuing the ceremony. And then
What is this like a spell? Like the words he's saying?
It's hard to say. So suddenly, as if almost part of the ritual, the back doors of the cathedral burst open.
Of course it does, with me standing right there.
Okay.
And then the ceremonial gates actually rattle like wildly in the blast, and then you see two men coming into the church that are they appear to be wounded and are in armor.
Wonderful.
When the doors busted open, the first thing Nasir would do would be to turn to them and draw his rapier.
Yeah, we don't know what they're about.
Right, but
Probably be smart.
he'll kind of stand down as soon as he realizes it's probably wounded town guard. But he'll keep his weapon drawn.
Yeah, I think it's better to prepare for action.
Becca will yelp and scooch away from the door.
That's fine. You can move away from the door. I know
Okay.
you weren't. I know you weren't expecting to, be near the door.
Yeah.
Like that.
I know she was purposely standing at the back. That was intentional, but yeah.
You are fine.
I could see her getting startled, falling on her butt, and then like
crab walking back.
Yeah. Like ah.
My health bars and these cats got a little messed up, so I was fixing that real quick. So these two people come stumbling into the church, and they both look to be badly injured. And like one of them yells, "I was like, help us, please, help now! It's like we require healing, and our friends are at death's door. The evil of the dark wood, there's too many, too foul. Another ally that's turned to stone, yet I dare say that no one of these walls would fancy face the lurks outside."
Heal. Take me to them now.
So yeah, after this happens, the priest in the back that's performing the ritual, the stone it was kind of giving off like really strong glow kind of fades to nothing. And so he starts kind of making his way up towards the front too to kind of investigate what's going on. So the two people right there that are next to you are injured. Outside is the person that is not doing super great. There's
I heal the woman at the door.
You can.
What kind of are
target
her
him.
wounds severe?
I mean, she's got some. It almost like tiny serrated cuts all over her body.
Yeah, I'm looking at her health bar. If she's half health, she's probably bleeding pretty bad. So,
do these look like city guards, or do these look like some of the barbarians we've fought?
They almost look like adventurers.
Okay.
They don't look like
triaging her. She'd have a yellow band.
Yeah.
Cord, heal your wounds and fill you with strength. What about Conan here? How's he looking?
He's also about like half health.
Yeah, I got him.
So, of the adventurers, you notice that the one chick, she's basically, like she has like tiny little cuts all over her body. Um, Another guy, like the barbarian guy that you helped out, uh, he looks like he had like some weird like bite that was almost like something from like maybe like a giant rat or something. There's another person outside that is currently petrified.
Hmm. If I have any spells that could help with that, petrified.
I think you need greater restoration for that one.
Greater restoration? I don't think I have that prepared.
So 5th level spell.
Pretty sure I have greater restoration. 5th level spell, I can prepare it. What do I know about
Yay.
petrification? How long does it last for? Can I go outside?
Indefinitely.
I know there's like a vigil. I'm gonna look over my shoulder and look at the high priest. What the hell's he doing? I don't want to insult
When
any of the vendors'
when
ways.
they mentioned that one of them's petrified, he's looking and like praying to see what he can do about healing those people. So the two that are outside, one of them is basically outside, and she was kind of carrying a cart that has the person that's turned to stone on it.
Can I accidentally bump into him?
Are you trying to steal the shard?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you are a mind reader. I was just about to do that shit.
Well, the guy's got it clutched in his hand, and it's kind of important for the ceremony, so it's not really something that he's going to absently kind of like, oh hey, let
He's
me
gonna
just
make sure that's
I thought it
drop
was still in the
this.
box.
Well, no, he's physically holding it in his hand. He took it out of the box and it was holding his hand during the ritual.
Oh god, so he's got a
Ah.
vice grip on it. Never mind.
Well, they're
Okay, never mind
distracting
then.
the priest.
That
I'm
was
going
that was
outside.
that was a at least a clever try though.
I was
Well,
literally just about to do that too, Eliza. Oh my god, you're awesome.
Well, as
Those
they're all
rolls were beautiful, by the way.
They
doing
were
this,
that
he's
was they
just
were
gonna
they were
prep
excellent
himself
actually.
for battle.
Yeah. So
Right.
Boris, while you're outside, you do hear. Wait, where's my counter?
Oh, it was not supposed to be that many. It would have been the D4 plus 9. So I need to.
Oh, that's a lot of shit.
No spaghettios.
I'm gonna pull my sword out. That looks bad.
Yeah. So as this ceremony's going on, or after it got interrupted, a lot of things started basically surrounding the church, and you
What
just start hearing just basically like weird growling sounds and just pretty much just fucking chaos outside.
I'm gonna tell them to get inside and bar the door. Get your
Yeah,
petrified
Nisir's,
friend inside.
So she's
Nisir's following Boris outside.
What am I looking at? Are these creatures undead? Do I know if they're undead?
they definitely don't look to be of they don't look they look humanoid in nature, but they're definitely nothing you've ever really seen before.
Right. Well, to quote a certain somebody, bleeds, kill it, toss Jotun's Bane at the one right in front of me.
Gremlin.
Oh yeah.
Prepare an action, and anything that comes through the windows, it's gonna get hit.
Same. Already.
Y'all just gonna be pew pewing from the windows?
Mm-hmm.
We squishy
double.
squishy.
When have you ever seen Nisir go pew
Holy
pew
shit,
from
there's
a
a lot of
window?
them.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
great.
combat.
Goodness.
Yeah, I guess I'm going last.
Starting strong there, Nesca. I love it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to
I
roll
haven't rolled my
initiative.
Well,
initiative.
I
Love
was
it,
gonna
Eliza.
hold off,
Well,
but we'll
damn.
go ahead and.
Aw, God rolled for me and I got a 12.
I don't think I touched yours.
Oh, I can't see their health bars. Fuck.
You'll be
It's
alright.
because we've never fought these type of creatures before.
I'm gonna kill the shit out of them.
All you know is 18 damage didn't kill the one you attacked.
Yep.
How's he look after I threw my hammer at him?
He looks
Pissed
angry.
off or is he hurt?
I mean,
He's okay.
he
He's
lo-
angry. He's pissed off.
It's his better stretch.
What the fuck?
Thorough Bates? What the fuck?
What in the world? What is that?
Ethereal shovel.
Yeah, it's a shovel.
Mysterio's
I
getting
want-
hit by a shovel.
It's
A
a
ghostly
Nigga, I
shovel.
do not want to get knocked out by a shovel.
It's a fucking shovel.
Shovel.
It could be
Oh,
worse,
this
man.
is shit, bro.
Just to confirm, God, I can't shoot through the window without basically creating an opening for them to come in, right? Like I can't like cast anything through a window.
Sorry, I was about to take a sip, so I muted myself. So, if you shoot through
sorry.
if you shoot through the window, yes, you are going to break said window, which could ultimately result in things coming through said window.
Okay.
I mean,
And
they're
that
probably gonna come
includes
through the window anyways.
Facts.
yeah, but I don't want to be the person that lets them in, you know?
It's glass.
That's a good point. This is why I hate going first. I always overcomplicate it and I get really stressed out.
Hey, you live your best life.
Yeah.
All right. I'll live my best life.
I was
I'll
the one
step
kind of
up
have
here.
sticky fingers.
She's like, this isn't what I signed up for.
This is not what I'm getting paid to do, by the way. I just want everybody to know it.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, none of us are getting paid to do
Yeah,
this.
just go invisible
Yeah.
and walk away.
Well, I'm
That's an
assuming
option.
that I had a private contract with payment
Well,
discussed
You're not
for,
gonna get paid if these things kill you. So
for
I
my
suggest
services.
you start pew-pewing.
Oh, good.
got a
I'm
gun?
good.
She's got a gun.
Yeah, I got a gun.
She's got a gun.
She's got a gun.
I'm a
The
gunslinging
fuck would she
gnome.
get a gun?
She's a
Oh, and
minor.
I
She
can
can't have a gun.
Fucking
I'd
made
like
it.
to make a history check to see if I know what guns are.
wait. I can double tap these guys too because I'm like a high level in this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Double tap?
What?
Oh, 19.
Well, technically
Second
you're
roll
a
Zombieland.
Why did it heal for 15?
because she can't technically attack second time because she doesn't have
Oh.
multi attack.
Oh, because you got to reload it.
Oh,
that-
Well, no,
motherfucker.
she's an artificer, so she doesn't have multi attack either way.
Oh,
So I can't double tap.
Correct.
That's
Wrong
lame.
class.
That's really stupid, but it's
Well,
fine.
you need
rolled
a
a
double barrel
14.
shotgun then.
What do I know what the gnome is doing? I rolled a 14.
She
You
took a
just heard
shot.
explosion inside.
You heard an explosion inside the building and glass shatter. You saw a nice, plain glass window just getting shattered.
Oh, that's interesting.
So since I technically can't double hit or whatever, double attack, can I instead use I can't remember. Can I use my double act or my second one to send Gizzy out the window since there's a hole in the window now?
You could do your bonus action to summon Gizzy.
Yeah.
And then, so what would happen is because she has to be summoned 5 feet from you, but you're standing right up against the window, so you could just literally do that.
Okay.
Oh, that's cute.
Cool.
And
What a
then
fucking mechanical dog.
and then your bonus action, she could technically, I think, let me see, Eldritch Cannon.
It's a
so,
robo dog.
Let's see.
My robo
Aw.
dog that has a flamethrower face.
Oh my god.
Oh, how
Is this-
Y'all
cute.
best learn.
That's awesome. Oh my god.
Well,
What, dog?
Uh,
These
go-
gnomes been up to?
Oh,
it's a very technologically advanced gnome.
it is.
Spend a lot of time alone in caves, okay? Anyways.
People out here without indoor plumbing, and you've got a fucking robotic dog.
And now does Gizzy get added to the tracker or
She
can I use
technically,
it right now?
she is an extension of you, so she only activates when you use your bonus action.
Okay, but I can't do anything with her until my next turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, I'll end my turn.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Spells. Where is it?
Is she a battlesmith?
I didn't want to put it there. Put it there.
Oh shit.
I did not want to put that there. Can you undo that?
Technically, yes, but I mean, you hit everything, so I mean.
Did I hit any civilians?
No, you hit no civilians.
Oh, okay, because I was trying to move the map so I could put it. Okay, yeah, I passed fireball and
I was about to
kaboom.
say, it's got to be fireball.
Yes, it was fireball.
Yeah, you're good. You didn't hit no civilians.
Oh wait, and then I want to move 5 spaces back. Boop.
Oh, Boris, you have no idea.
You mean?
Did I kill some things?
You did definitely kill
Pissed
one.
it off.
I think you killed one. Yeah, you killed one.
Yay.
Yeah, you killed one.
There you go, Bex.
Shovel.
All right, and these move 30. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There is flanking, by the way, and so it's just it's in the status effects like how it was before. So if you're whoops, clicked on the wrong person, but so if you are in a straight line between you and a friendly ally, you roll with advantage. Okay.
Sounds good.
Yep. So I resupplied it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Five, 10, 15, 25, 30. All right, so you're up.
Oh, I'm actually up now. Okay. I got this wonderful thing right in front of me, don't I?
Yeah, some sort of astral spade or something.
Features. Well, we're gonna do our normal stuff. We're going to bonus action. Let's start that blade song. Let's get that AC up even higher. And then we are going to. I just want to target that thing. And swing.
Strong.
And horribly miss. And we will do this one. Did it go off? Why did the...
Trying to see. It was working the other day.
Miss.
Unless it rolled and missed. Because I know I attacked once and missed.
Oh, it's you have to. I think part of it is you make an attack, and then let me read it again. So it's
yeah, it's make a melee attack, but I've always used to be able to just click on the spell.
Yeah,
and
it was just the way it was the way I coded it before. I just did it
Okay.
like it was
So make a second attack.
yeah, make a second melee attack, and then you could do the cantrip.
Oh.
So,
Is that a nat 20?
Yep.
Yum.
Okay, and then that should be an extra 2d8 then.
Whoa.
Womp womp. But that would be... That's me.
okay.
Swings twice with his sword, then.
All right. 5, 10, 15,
Oh, thank
20,
you for ending
25,
turn.
30. You're good. $30. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, Logan, you're up. Logan. Logan. There he goes.
I was talking to myself. I'm moving on the map.
You're good.
I want to throw my javelin down this line of critters. I probably need to get my movement to work. Probably have to get an attack of opportunity from this guy right here next to Nesca, but that's the risk I'm willing to take because I'm going to throw my lightning javelin straight line so it hits all three of these dudes.
Okay. So let me make sure that the template is set up for it so that way it'll do exactly what you want it to do. So 5 feet line
Pretty
extends
sure it
out
just
here.
throws. I'm pretty sure that's what it does. It hits creatures in a straight
Yeah,
line.
it's set up correctly. So yeah, so you'd have to get right here,
Sure.
and then you'll line up and then zing it down from
Should I
there.
target? Do I have to target all three of them? Or?
It should, when you hit the ability or when you hit the item, it should place a measured template, and then you'll just scroll it in a line so
Hey.
that's touching the right thing.
Well, should I or should I not have one of them targeted?
I see one of them targeted. Let me
Does that matter?
Let me okay. So here I have it lined up to hit all three, just like that.
Okay. So just roll the javelin of lightning for now.
So it'll do that. It rolled a nat 20, and then
Death.
and
Death.
all three failed.
35 damage didn't kill them,
That's-
so
Incredible. Accord! Hurl the javelin.
Now I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Go get
nailed
it,
that.
buddy.
It nailed that part right there. So threw it straight into the cart. But you've used its one use for the day.
These three things are still standing.
They are still standing. Yes.
That's annoying. I'll use War Priest and slam this one in the face.
Okay.
Gotta make sure Divine Strike is on. I hit Divine Strike. That's the 5, and it should turn it on.
I'm looking for the effect. I don't see it on.
I'll go into my
see.
effects column.
It's that. So it's actually in the features. So I put it on your bar
Oh,
too.
okay.
So that way I put it on your bar to make it easier. So you just hit it on your bar. I did turn it on,
Yeah,
so
let's
it's
turn it
on
on.
now. It's on now. So you just turned it
Nope.
off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Turn it back on.
Yeah.
Hey, plus sign. It's on. I'll use War Priest. I'm gonna swing at this thing. Hammer.
two extremes.
Hey, that's a 1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The waste.
It's the pinnacle boars right there. Do something cool followed up by something bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It's part of my charm.
15,
Okay.
25, 50.
Some water.
30. Five, 50. Oh, I forgot to do I didn't even think about it. But where's my thingy? It's done. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ten, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, going after Gizzy. Speed. Lamp. Okay, that one's going to come through the window next turn.
Okay. Mm.
You're pushing them backwards.
Ooh.
As always.
So too loud.
No, that's why.
Okay. Heard Becca go ooh, so I was like assuming it was too loud.
Nope.
I didn't even realize I didn't have it on until just I was like, oh wait, I forgot ambiance. For when I'm like going through my 20 enemies that I have to go through and just sitting in silence. 10.
You should be back 20.
25. Yeah. And I'll push him back 5, 10, 15, 20. So he's up against the wall. Okay, so he went up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. With that advantage for that flank, dog. See, I was kind of like, if y'all want flanking, y'all can have flanking, but just saying, the double-edged sword. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Just barely
25.
missed me.
Yep. Okay. 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Nesca, with all the things.
Yeah, that's fine. I guess we'll attack the one that Boar's already attacked. Then we'll step over here. Be all I can do.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that was right outside the door. That's broke it. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Woo!
No. No.
Gonna shield it. That's fine. It's only 8 hit points.
Yeah, it starts off at 8.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I mean, no promises I'm going to hit you a whole bunch. Alright. And flanking. Probably won't hit you now, though, unless I rolled a nat 20. Alright, Mintra, you're up. Everybody's on your
Okay.
puppy.
I know. Oh wait,
Very rude.
it is very rude. It's fine though.
Don't forget flamethrower to the face.
How do I switch back to Mintra though, or do I just have to stay as?
If you double click her,
Oh,
because it's
that's right.
turn, you can use her as your bonus action.
Okay. So I can do Gizzy first and then use Mintra as a bonus action as well as vice versa.
Well,
Yes.
Yes? Or do I have to do Mintra first, Gizzy bonus action?
You can do the bonus action first. It's just, it takes away
Okay.
your bonus action.
Cool.
there you go.
I'll allow
Okay.
it, but typically that's not how your flamethrower works. It's got to be directly from her face, and it would be a cone. But it's fine because you're learning. But
Why did it let me target them then? Not arguing with you, just genuinely asking.
It defaults placing the template in a certain direction. You have to change the
Mm-hmm.
direction of the template to go the way you need it to
Mhm.
go. So
Heard.
I'll show you as an example. So the template would need to go. Whoops. I hope I didn't just fuck that up. Let me go to the template thing. So the example of the template would be like that direction. So it off her like that, or for example like this, it rolled.
Okay, so I can
like
turn
that.
it.
Yes, you can turn it. You can turn it, but it basically has to be an extension from her. So, like an example would be her on the side, like that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. If you want, we can just target the two in front of me then and
I'm
do it
cool
that
with
way
it.
and
I'm good
redo
with
it.
it. It ain't a
Okay,
big deal.
I was going
So
to say 2 of them succeeded anyway, so.
it's not a big deal. That's what I was saying. I was just teaching, just a teaching moment. But like I said,
Sounds
I'm full with
good.
it. So.
Oh God, Gizzy is surrounded. Okay. Uh.
Okay, she'll just blow up.
You don't care if she blows up?
I do care. I'm just trying to downplay it, Hannah.
Okay, I was going to say, if you don't care.
Then I won't save
She
it.
she does have a self-destruct button though. I'm just saying we have an end all.
We have the out.
All right.
Nuclear option.
Always.
The only way to be sure is to nuke it from orbit.
That's what we're gonna do to the Drow.
I killed 2 of them?
Good.
Yes.
I think I did.
So that thing's no longer has flanking. So let me turn it off. And it's gonna attack Gizzy. I was about to say I was gonna roll another 19. I was like, not that it needs it. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll fly through the window.
Or no.
Oh wow. You weak as fuck.
Oh shit! Igor's
they're-
dead.
They're commoners.
Oh, he'll be unconscious.
Ah!
Fucking nerd.
Ah! Oh my God! He's going
No,
for
he's
more.
not.
Oh no! Oh no! This is bad! This is bad! This is bad!
Hmm.
Oh dang, he's just going through it.
20, 25.
The only person we care about is behind me, so we're good.
Alright, so you're up.
Okay, let's see here.
Surrounded, alone and unafraid.
Well, it's typically how it goes for Nasir.
Per usual.
Yep. But Nasir has some new tricks up his butt.
That's
So,
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Learned it in prison.
Ah. The old prison wallet.
Ugh.
Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna get out of here. Okay, this shouldn't target myself.
Which spell is it?
Thunderstep.
If it does target you, I'll just undo the damage and I'll look at it because
Okay.
I haven't coded that one yet, honestly.
Yep.
And then I am going to appear over here.
Okay. Sounds good.
That is my action. Because that is an action to do that. I don't know how many of them failed.
Yep.
Well, we'll take it this time.
And natural. Wait. Oh, I was about to say roll a disadvantage. I was like, why is it rolling 2? I was like, oh, okay, it's working as intended. All right, Logan, you're up. You could either move up to Nesca and get flanking and attack the one next to him, or you could move up towards Nasir and attack any of those.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna attack this one in Ska. One's been Divine Strike is off now. My movement right here. And what do I want to do now? I'll summon spiritual weapon.
Okay, let me drop your hammer on the map then. Where do you want to put it?
Whatever bumps it up to a D8, whatever spell slot.
Cast it at I think it says a 4th level. I think it's cast it 2 higher. And then let me up it and its stats then real quick. 2d8. Okay. Alright, it's been updated, so
Right. Do I just use my bar? Do I hit that? Roll its attack?
yeah, so basically you'll upcast it as a 4th level. And then you're summoning it, which I
D2, okay. I'm trying to get it to roll its attack.
Yeah, and then it will roll 2d8. So then now you'll just click on your hammer itself and attack.
Off, buddy. Off, buddy. Okay. I'm double clicking my hammer to try and get the roll, and it isn't working.
So click the hammer, and then it should have an option to. It'll be like an inventory tab, and then it'll have a war hammer.
I'm clicking it. Nothing's happening.
Let me target the enemy for you.
That's great.
I'll do this. Whoops, it's targeted. I mean to have Nesca targeted too. My bad.
Right.
And it apparently targeted itself for some reason. That's interesting.
And me.
Yeah, I untargeted. Or it didn't. It was attacked everything. It went berserk. So, but you killed it.
Hey, killed one. Did it.
Yeah.
Yep. Killed all the things. Okay, so this one is now flanking with its other sword buddy or spade buddy, and rolled 16 to hit Gizzy. Okay, the other Grimlock's gonna swing over and do the thing. Hey, look at that, nat 20. Sweet. Got a couple of those so far tonight. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oop. Did not mean to take you out of the combat state. Hopefully that doesn't erase his thing. Son of a bitch. Look. Inventory. 3 and a 4. Block. 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, come on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright. Blam. Another hit. Thing's on fire. Alright. This one's reduced feet by 10 feet. So 5, 10, 15, and 20. So it can only get up in here. And Eliza, you're up.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. What to do? What to do?
You're being besieged by all sides.
Yeah, that's 50.
Yeah, well, right now that's not a me problem. Now. Dun.
Here.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do that. Whatever. Fuck.
These things have shitty AC.
Ridiculous. I gotta just. Well, never mind.
Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And now they're coming through the front door. Great.
5.
Well, not if I can help
10,
it.
15. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. So this Grimlock is an engagement with Logan. It's gonna hit Logan. Try to hit Logan. Okay. Alright, Niska.
Alright. The sword next to me and the Grimlock that's on the top corner, the top left one,
Uh-huh.
right where my mouse is. Both of
Yes,
those
yeah.
can get a attack of opportunity on me.
Okay. Are you charging in, I'm assuming?
I'm gonna go block the front door. I'm just gonna run all the way around him.
Okay, no worries. That one almost hit. And wow, both sides, a 1 and
Wow.
a 20. Granted, it's not like you take critical damage, but
Oh!
Oh, what?
Niska hits hard.
Sometimes.
There you go, Nesca.
My thing just blanked out and is reloading.
which one did you run in and kill? I'm assuming the one that went inside.
You cut out there. What'd you say?
I said, which one did you kill first? Is it the one that was inside?
No, there wasn't any inside. It was in front of me, right in front of the steps.
Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. It was I was probably clicked away from it, and when they die, they'll teleport off the map to save space.
Yeah.
So it's a new thing I'm trying to kind of make it less cluttered.
I'm having to refresh because my screen went white and then to a black screen. So
Commodore's dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Three times his health total. Yeah, he dead.
Well, maybe they should be doing something other than just sitting there on the pews.
Especially the adventurers that Boards healed.
Yeah, no, fuck those guys. They're in the center, just like.
Yeah,
chilling.
they're just standing there doing nothing. I mean, the one guy's at least petrified, but the other three.
Yeah, but then the townspeople are just like in the pews watching from.
Wow. 20
Yeah.
and 1 again. I did it again. Jeez.
You're
Shit's
getting a lot of
weird.
20s today.
Yeah. This one here. I'm just dropping them on Nesca. That was harder than them too. Okay. Blam. Okay. And we're at the top of the round.
Oh, now you want? Yeah, fuck you guys.
It's only been 12 seconds since everything hit the fan, so
Oh, that's true. It feels longer than 12 seconds.
yeah.
That's true.
You're in round 3, so literally it's been 12
12
seconds. It's like,
seconds.
okay, shit. All right, I guess I should intervene. So this one's gonna go
True.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, so I don't have to turn my flanking off, and I'm hitting the wrong fucking thing. Who am I hitting? I didn't mean to hit Nasir. That's my bad. All right, the right thing. Wow. Nope. All right, Mintra, you're up.
Okay.
Strong.
Okay, and how did you rotate this? Did you just use the? Because I am on a keyboard. I don't have a mouse for the target for the flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what's going to be the most appropriate thing for you. For if you actually want to take a chance and have the sword take an opportunity attack, you can actually move your thing up here, and then you could aim it at those like that way. Like
Okay,
that.
I already
Yeah.
have the thing. So can we just keep me there and
Yeah,
you just
yeah,
have moved
yeah.
me? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'll work.
Thank you.
There you go. What do I want to do?
And Brad, just remind me when I do detonation, does that I couldn't for some reason my character sheets won't show me like the information about stuff. But does detonation hurt anybody around?
It will hit
Like the non-friendlies around?
it'll hit any friendly or enemy thing within if 20 feet of it. So anything that's in that 20-foot circle gets affected by
Gotcha.
it. So
Heard.
that counts allies. All right, Becca, you're up.
Yeah. uh,
Izzy's already dead, bud. Maybe next time.
What you doing, Becca? Man, I am rolling a lot of 20s tonight. Just slinging them. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that one's still alive. Just want to make sure. Give me my flanking. Hit Logan. Hey, give me that 16. I'll hit Logan for the first time. Slowly start chipping away at him. So, trying to remember. So, if it starts its turn in the wall of fire, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember if it starts its turn. So,
I want to say if it starts the turn and if it moves into it.
yeah. So, a creature takes it into when it enters the wall for the first time, or at the ends its
There we
turn
go.
there. So, it ends its turn there. So,
Oh,
it
it's
moves
its
at,
turn.
Yeah. So, okay. So, 5,
Oh, you're making
10,
walls of stuff.
15, 20.
Is the mayor still alive? I saw I took damage.
He keeps dodging.
Yeah, good.
Fight.
But two of the villagers are dead.
One of them's dead.
Yeah, one of them can possibly get brought back, and the mayor got hit.
Yeah, he can take it.
I was going to say, I don't think it's the first hit he's had.
Got a neat hat.
All right, Elizar's there to scoop up the gem if he falls.
That's all I'm waiting on.
Tape is amazing. My shoulder feels.
All right, Nasir, you're up.
Did they skip over
Nasir.
me?
What now?
Did it skip over
No,
me?
it's on you right now.
That's you
Oh,
on you right
'cause
now,
it's-
buddy.
Oh, it showed it's on the next. It showed it went to the next one, so on my screen. So, but
Yeah, you still got all of them targeted. So.
and then 1, 2, 3. Because it's supposed to be able to chain out.
What does it do for the other chain lightning? What level is I think you've already used all those at that spell slot,
Yeah,
so I have to
it's the
click
levels
it.
click.
Yeah, I have to click it the hard way. And then so, okay, so 3-volt shootout. You may select up to as as many as 3 other targets.
As long as they were within 30 feet of the initial target.
Okay. So you technically can hit up to 4 people total, correct?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay.
I
So
tried to hit.
next time, just target all 4 at the same time and then roll.
I did, and I got an error saying I had to only target 1.
Okay, so I'll okay, I see what it did then. So let me that's it's saying 1 creature, so I'll do 4 creatures, and that way it should that shouldn't do that next time. So what I'll do is we'll do, which one is that? D8. So 10d8, and then lightning. So 35 damage to the other 3. So apply damage, and apply damage. Well, they'd have to do their saves. Let's see how many. Let me see. based on their health and stuff, the only one that would have potentially survived is the one on the bottom, so that should do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Since I added that one in the middle of the game, I hadn't a chance to code that one, so I didn't know it was that one. So
Yep, and then that'll be my turn.
okay, sounds good. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20.
There you go, Nesca. I helped clear the field up for you.
Thanks.
If you want to go inside and help out there, I think me and Boris can handle what's left outside.
All right, Logan, you're up. Speak of the devil. Oh, he disconnected for a moment. He's in game, but he's not in Discord chat. He's moving at least. So that's, I guess, better than nothing. There he's back in the Discord chat now.
All right, I'm still struggling with spiritual weapon. It doesn't want to move for me.
That's fine. I'll do one of these. Oh man, it's doing it again. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm
Lovely.
gonna fix that.
Also, I did move away from him, so I imagine he probably gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Yeah, I can roll it.
While we're at it, I want to take a look at these astral spades or whatever. Do they look unlike my spiritual weapon? Like my spiritual weapon? Do I recognize anything like this? Is it holy?
They
Is
don't
it divine?
they don't look divine or holy, and it definitely does not look like your spiritual weapon.
Interesting.
That's what's fucking doing. It's doing one creature. Jesus Christ. None. Why the fuck was it like that? Interesting. Okay. Alright then, that should be fixed now. Let's see if it's like this one. Should be. Edit. Details. Target one creature. Actually, this is actually the better spiritual weapon, so we're gonna put this one on the map. And we'll do this. I gotta fix his dice. Attack, edit. 2d8. Okay, there we go. That's the better spiritual weapon. That one should work now. Alright then. So, the one ethereal spade.
Yeah, and I will use the rest of my movement to get closer to the
To where the door, or towards
yeah, just to get closer to with my back to the door, basically.
Gotcha.
As close as I can to Nesca. Yeah,
That's fine. I got you.
precisely. Kind of funnel them in, like Thermopylae.
Sounds good. Dang it! Clicked the wrong person for flanking. Okay. Blam. Yes. Okay, the brawler is gonna come in and go bam bam. And wow. Okay, so that's done. This ethereal one's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, and that Grimlock's coming up to attack Nesca. Alright, and that one's going to come up about there, take a hit as Acolyte. hit. And this Grimlock's gonna take a swing at Becca. Hey, look at that. Another 20. Just
Shield.
it doesn't matter.
Oh shit! I didn't want to take the shield back. Fuck! It glitched.
You're fine. I can add.
I didn't realize it was a nat 20. Of course, I wouldn't have wasted a shield on that.
You're good. I'll restore your spell slot back. You're back at 4.
That would be a really good spell if you could just turn off critical hits.
All right.
All right, Elizar, you're up.
It'd be great if there was a light armor that had the antimantian quality to it.
Oh, only I get that. Heavy armor mastery or bust.
Unfortunately, that feat falls off pretty quickly after you hit about level 5.
Okay. Hell, it served me well in the beginning.
Oh, for
Plus,
sure.
always like -3 damage to slashing, bludgeoning, etc. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Especially once I hit level like 16 and I just always have stone skin on.
Yeah.
I always have immunity to slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning. A little -3 off of that, and I'm gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna try and work in the tough feat, just like my favorite person, Nesca. Be a good time.
Okay. Doing anything else, Elizar?
My bad.
You're good. Start the fire. God damn, I'm rolling like a fucking champ tonight.
Oh, not another crit hit on the mayor.
Oh goodness.
Alright, how much does Wall of Fire do? So it's
I got
a
loaded dice today.
5d8 fire. Okay, this one didn't get out of it, so it's gonna be 5d8 fire. And whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Alright, 5d8 and then fire. 22. And I don't think it. I'm trying to remember if it has to make the deck save or if it just. Let me read. Alright, let's see. A creature takes the same damage as it enters it for the first time or it ends its turn there. The other side of the wall deals no damage. So. I guess it makes the save again. It succeeded, so it would take 11, but it's going to kill it regardless, though. Alright. Wow, 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 wow. Alright. And let me untarget Logan. Turn on flanking. And attacks. Rolls nat 20. Damn, not that time. Alright, Nesca, you're up.
Alrighty. I'll get rid of this guy next to me first. And then we'll move inside. 5, 10.
Strong.
And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. So this one's gonna come up and take a swing.
You should have been back 10 first.
He wouldn't have been able to go back out the window because it would have climbed over it. So getting pushed backward wouldn't have pushed him outside the window, unfortunately.
Okay.
That's the only reason why it was able to at least move up. Okay. That was dead. That was dead. And the Berserker. It's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Whoops.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay. So at the start of this round, the priest is very alarmed about what is going on and makes a statement about they're coming for the moon shard and starts heading down towards the basement. He was right next to the light spire. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I was right. I was about to say I thought I missed a count for a second. Okay, Mintra, you're up. She's surrounded
Okie
by
dokie.
you're surrounded by 2 ghostly shovels.
What?
Yeah, there's 2 ghostly shovels next to you.
It's really almost impossible to understand you.
Yeah, I have no idea what you just said.
Sorry, I said
You have
there's
2 ghostly shovels next to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yes, I do. I think I want to use this.
On top of
you
your
do
spell?
not have me targeted if you feel
I know
that.
I don't have you targeted.
You did for a second.
All right, Logan says use it, so I'm just going to do it.
There you go.
Like, do it.
And I guess that ends it for me.
Yeah.
Frick.
Becca, you're up.
Killed one of them.
The other one just keeps succeeding to save somehow.
I know. I feel like we're just going to like die in this window.
That's what it feels like.
Jesus.
Wait, the chief dude ran over there?
Yeah,
He's-
you ran to the corner. He's trying to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Didn't hit anything. Well, I'll just let that one ride. So, Nasir, he was coming after you, but he failed miserably, so. This guy's just laying into this fucking Grimlock of that mall. If he rolls another crit, no, it'll hit him though. Alright, Nasir, you're up.
Okay.
Besieged on all sides, just about.
Okay. It's an action, I believe, for that spell.
Yes.
So, Nasir's gonna stay right where he's at and tell Boris to go inside and help. He'll clean up these 2.
Okay.
And that'll be his turn.
All right. So the
Now, the Spectral Shovel only gets to have one action next round, so it can either take a reaction, move, or attack.
okay. Oh damn! I was about to say I thought it rolled off for a second. God, that's like I don't even know how many that is tonight. A lot of them though. I think it's like my 6th or 7th crit. Not counting the ones that didn't count against Nesca. There's several of those.
Something's hitting me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it didn't give me enough time to select. So I would cast shield.
If I can, that would deflect it, so I'll undo. That should put you back up to your.
Yep.
Back up to 68. Yep. Okay, you're good. All right then. So she's gonna do the thing. Rolled another fucking 1. God bless. All right, Logan, you're up. As he leaves the chat. And you're targeting yourself with the hammer. You're gonna hit your own character.
Sorry,
You're good.
being dumb for me. God, if you could move a ghost hammer into position to kill this last whatever this is, that'd be great.
Okay. Alright, so Evil Shovel thing is gonna take a swing at Mintra. Let me undo the flanking. And swing and that'll hit. Okay, the brawler is gonna take a punch at the old thing in front of it.
Sorry, my Discord's being kind of funky.
Fine. Alright, so that
Good.
one's
Doing good.
okay. It's gonna come up in
Boris,
here.
did you see the message I typed out in
Yeah.
Discord?
I'm not gonna listen to you.
That's fine.
With all due respect,
I'm not gonna leave
when
you
there's
out there all
killing to
by
be had.
yourself.
Acolyte just died inside Boris.
Yeah.
Hold on, what was that?
You got hit
What
by
did he
it
hit
from,
me
what,
for?
22.
A 22? I would have taken a shield.
Okay. So I'll just toggle it.
Sorry, it's like glitching and sometimes, and I can't tell what
You're fine.
the roll is or not. Let me take a spell slot off.
Just cast
Sorry, so that
shield.
brings
Just
me-
physically cast shield. It'll apply the effect and it'll.
Oh, I know, but it doesn't say what they rolled, so I can't tell if it's worth the shield or not.
It would have been a 22, so it
Oh
would have
yeah,
blocked
shield
it.
would have been a 23. Yeah, so shield.
Okay, so click it.
I did.
Well,
I took the spell point off.
Well, you actually need it, so if you get hit again, that shield lasts until your following turn.
Oh, well, it didn't give me the option. Hold on. Let me give myself the spell point back, and then I'll recast it. Okay, that's weird. The spell point's back.
I just did it.
Okay, shield, go. There we go.
Are you still concentrating on Wall of Fire, or did you drop it?
Would I be able to tell if there's still enemies on the outside?
Nothing's come in through the door in a very long time.
Then I would take Firewall down and stop concentrating on it.
Okay. All right. So moving on to Elizar, you're up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you pushing that one back?
Noise.
Hey, we might be able to get away from this window.
Yeah.
No, wait, I already had them. Never mind.
Yeah, you're good. It won't add any more. It'll just keep it on maintain. You're just getting back in the
Need this
swing of
guy
it.
alive.
Okay, doing anything else?
Oh, it's 35.
Hey Joe, you're tracking that your Eldritch Blast does 3 beams now, right?
Yeah, I just did 3.
Okay.
2 to the one by Becca and then 1.
My thing was going slow, so I only saw 2.
Oh, no. I made sure.
I wanted to make sure you weren't underpowering yourself on purpose.
Yeah, dude, that fucking sucks. I'm already hurt because I only have so many spells.
Alright, well, we'll move down here and handle this guy. Just try to.
Okay. So at the top of the round, Tommy's going to continue to make his way down the stairs.
Trip him as he goes past.
Whoops. Okay. All right. Then click my levels. Why did it put him on this one? He should this one. This is all fucked up. Okay, it's fine. I'll figure it out when it comes to. All right, so Mintre, you're up. You have just
Okie dokie.
one shovel in front of you now.
1 spirit shovel. Got it.
Woo!
Nice. So I guess I'll also start moving.
Yeah, go
This
right ahead.
way.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Go ahead and move where you're gonna move.
20, 25.
That's correct. Becca.
Testing.
20,
I hear
We hear
you.
you.
And then
Sound great.
Very good. Yeah.
Switch to the cellular.
where is it?
The fuck is that?
Okay, that's interesting. Ooh, that glitched. Ooh.
But what is that? I don't like it.
All right, why can't I see what's going on? Oh no, really? Well, my thing's doing what it did earlier, where I can't see anything that's going on. Not fun. Let's see. Becca, you just went. So is the spade that's attacking? Is it next to anything?
I don't even see where that spade is.
I think the only one left alive, I think, is the one outside with Nasir. And he's muted at the moment, so he'd be the one to tell me if it's out there or not. Is there a
I am
spade out
outside.
next to you?
What am I saying? I'm outside. What are you looking for?
Is there a spade out there with you?
Yeah, I got a spade right here. Yeah, I got a spade and this ugly bastard.
Yeah, is the spade next to Nasir?
It is.
Okay.
It is being
So-
flanked by him and the ugly bastard.
Okay.
And then my spiritual weapon is next to the spade. They're all in a neat line.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to I can't physically see anything right now. So he rolls 2. Let's see. Rolls 20. It won't let me just like. Let me see if it'll let me roll it without an enemy. And then that should do it that way. Okay, so spade. Unfortunately, and I don't want to have to reset the whole game just to. God bless. God. Like literally like 5 minutes or 3 minutes till midnight, my game like glitches and I can't see the screen. Gotta love it. I don't want to have to like reset the game just for y'all to reload into it.
At least it waited till almost the end of the session, though.
I know. It did it the one time early. Well, I guess let's just end it there, just since I don't want to have to force y'all to reset the log back in again, because that's unfortunately really tedious, and it's 11, and I have to go to work tomorrow for the next 2 days, so I guess we'll just end it on that note, unfortunately. I was hoping to finish combat, because you're almost there, because there's only
We're
like...
so close.
I know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't want to have to reset the whole game, and that'll take 5 minutes
all right.
almost. So,
No worries.
We're
alrighty.
just getting back into the swing of things.
Yep. So we'll end it there for the evening. I'll look at my schedule to see what's going to be the best time to play again, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yep. But hopefully y'all enjoy playing as your super overpowered characters again. Hopefully it's been refreshing. So.
Well, I'm just happy to be back.
Yeah.
There you go.
So.
Now we can start the
Yay.
actual fight now that we've dealt with the shock troops.
Yeah.
Latin music starts playing.
Yeah. This is just the warm up.
So the second wave is 50 Drow.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So.
Probably.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all later.
Alright.
Later.
So,
Take it easy.
Night.
see ya.
Later.
Bye, friends. I am happy to be back with you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Yep.
back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Good night.
See you next time.
Yeah.
Hey, bye.
Bye, everybody.
All right.